Hi Katie, this is a video showing you how to add some new products to the website. So we're going to start here with, get some of this stuff out of the way. We have the epoxy product here, and we've got the pricing for that here as well. Let's just get so we can see both of these things. Good grief. There we go. Okay, so we come right here, we come down to products. You can see all of the products that are on the website. And we just come right up here to add new. Hopefully this will sound all right if I set the microphone down. We come here, we copy the name. This is our product name that will show on the front end. And we've got a description here. Now these boxes you can move around, you can open and shut things. I don't think we need that grid thing. Reviews. The short description is what shows right next to the product name. So let's just go and look at a product so we can see an example of what we're talking about here. So the text that shows up right here, this is what we call the short description. So it's a little bit misleading to have this description up here because that's what shows down here. So this is reordered by user, so I'm going to reorder this for myself, but it won't change for you until you log in and do it. So I'm going to put this short description field right up here because that makes the most sense, because that's what appears right here. We will go ahead and paste our short description in there. Put the name back here. Okay. So here is where we pick the category for this. We're going to be adding some new categories here, so I'm not going to worry about this right now, but this is where you decide what category or categories the product will show up under. You can have it show up under more than one. So right here is where we do that. Again, all of these things can be reordered to wherever it makes the most sense for you. You can even put that over here, wherever you want it to be. So I don't know, this coverage and mixing ratio, doesn't seem like we have that much up on top here, and that seems like pretty important information. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it in the short description for right now. We've got a picture here. Let's go ahead and save that out. We need a file for it. Ignore that, that's another client I'm working for. All right, so, and is that actually the picture we want? There should be a picture of the product, right? Here it is. This is what we want. All right. And once we have our image ready to go, then right here is where the main product image goes. Let's go ahead and select that. We're going to go to Upload Files, select, browse to our desktop, which is where I put it, open. And once it's done uploading, then it allows us to set product image. We'll go ahead and do that. It takes a second to show up there. Product gallery, that's where we can add additional images. Let's go ahead now and save out that one that we have here. maybe this is wrong and this shouldn't go here. I will let you fix any of the mistakes I make, but in any case, we can add a extra gallery image here. Add to gallery. Now, as you can imagine, whether or not you, are ready for this to go live or not, while you're working on it, you're going to want to check it, and you don't want it to go live on the site before it's ready. So we're going to hit Save Draft instead of Publish down here. So let's go ahead and hit Save Draft, and that will take a second. And then we can start checking our progress on an actual product here. You can see what that looks like. We've got our image in here. We've got our additional image in here that we can browse through. Now we can see here we've got two available sizes, 1 gallon and 4 gallon kit. So that's when we come down here to the product data section. And this is no longer a simple product kit since there's a couple sizes we can pick from. So we're going to change this to variable product. We come right down here to attributes. Select an existing attribute. It's best if we create existing attributes rather than doing custom. So we're going to come right here to add existing attribute. We're going to come down here to size. We want it to be used for variations, so we're going to check that box. Now we're going to see what attributes are available on the size option. So we click here and we'll start searching for gallon, 1 gallon, and do we have a 4 gallon? We do not. So what we're going to do, let's go ahead and save our attributes. We're going to come over here, and if we come to products and attributes, you can see all of these attributes that have been set up, the name of it, and what terms are set for each one. So if we come down here to size, we can see all of these that are set up, and we can go ahead and we can add a new term to the size. And we want to add a 4 gallon. We'll add that new size. Now, that new thing won't be available back on the product here until we kind of resave it and, make the connection between the product and the updated attributes. So now, once we've saved the draft again, we can scroll back down here to our attributes and come to size, and we should be able to add the $4 gallon. Oh, what happened there? 4 gallon. Save. So now once we have that saved, we can come right down here to variations. And we can go ahead and say, create variations from all attributes in this case. It's warning us because if we had multiple variations, like if we had 10 different colors and 2 different sizes, that means it's going to make 20 variations, which isn't always necessary to do. So in this case, we're going to just hit OK because we do want that. 2 variations added. That's great. So we've got our 4 gallon and we've got our 1 gallon. It looks like you do have SKUs of some sort here. I'm going to go ahead and add those. Our 4 gallon size is this one. And we have pricing in another document. $380 it looks like. Expensive. This is where you would put the weight for this, for the shipping option. You're going to want to include that, obviously. We don't know that just yet. There isn't a sale price that I see here, so we're just going to go ahead and put that in. And we'll open the 1 gallon option. And the price on that is $110. And that's in stock, and we don't know the weight yet, so we'll just go ahead and save that. Save draft. Come back over here to the product, we'll refresh it. And now you can see we have the option, the 4 gallon at $380 and the 1 gallon at $110. I will say I don't know exactly what's going on here. This doesn't seem to be working properly. What should happen is when you click on this, this photo switches out like it is on this website. You click it and the view up here changes. So I don't know, maybe it was intentional. Right now what happens is you get this and then you can go here, but then you've lost your product, and I don't even know how you get back to the product. So I don't know, this seems messed up to me. I think we need to fix that, but let me know your thoughts when you get a minute on that. So it does look right now like the 4 gallon is first and the 1 gallon is second. I'm assuming that should be the opposite. So we can come back down here to our product data. We can come back down to variations. And right here you can see these 3 little lines. That's where you can click and hold and drag and change the order of those there. We should be able to save that. And once that's done saving, okay, in order to get the order changed here on the display, instead of changing it here, what I had to end up doing was going to back here to the products and to the attributes and come down here to the size and hit configure items. And I had to drag these in order using the 3 little lines over here so that 1 gallon was above the 4 gallon. So that did the trick for that element. I think on most, if not all of the other products on the site, you do have a long description down here. As I kind of mentioned at the beginning of this, that's this product description here. So let's just enter and again, we're going to hit Save Draft, not Publish. And we will refresh that. So yeah, now we get the long description down here, and then it also looks like we have reviews enabled on most of the products. You do that down here, also in the product data, come down here to Advanced and click the Enable Reviews. There we go. Now I mentioned earlier in the video that you might not always need to make a separate variation out of each attribute. And that would be the case if all of the variations had the same price. So in that case, here, let me just do a quick example here. If you were to say accent color, select all, and all of these colors were the same price, for instance, then when you came to do your attributes, You could just do any size, any color, and you could put in the same price for all of them. And then on the front end, they'd be able to choose those two things and it wouldn't matter. The only way, again, it doesn't seem like you're using the SKU, but if you are going to use a SKU or some identifying product number, then you would need to go ahead and make a variation for each one so that you could put in all of that information for each variation. In any case, let's go back here and remove those items. Remove. Save. Okay, I did get a little confused here because this says 1 gallon kit and this says 1.5 gallon kit. So I don't know. I went ahead and I changed this to 1.5 gallon. I also don't know if it's important if it says kit or not, but I think I've given you the tools to make those changes if you want. I believe this should get you going on adding the products that you want. So yeah, I mean, I think you should be good to go and start testing this out and trying it out. And if I've, like I said on our call, if I've missed something or something isn't making sense to you, maybe just jot down some notes, and either you can send me an email or we can get on another quick call to sort out whatever little details I might have missed. Thanks so much.